What if the secret to attracting wealth isn't more effort, but more silence? In this video, you'll discover the quiet strategies that align you with abundance, not through hustle, but through frequency. You'll learn why true prosperity answers calm certainty, not noise, and how to become the signal that wealth responds to without ever chasing it. Because wealth isn't found in motion, it's found in stillness. You have been taught that abundance answers action, that if you work more, speak louder, push harder, wealth will arrive. But I tell you, abundance is not drawn to noise. It responds to frequency, and frequency flows from silence. In silence, there is no resistance. There is only clarity, no doubt, no desperation, just alignment, still, certain, unwavering. And that alignment is what creation listens to. Most chase wealth with energy that says, I do not yet have it. But the one who falls into stillness and feels themselves already prosperous speaks more clearly to the field than 1,000 affirmations ever could. So stop reaching, stop pushing, enter the quiet. Feel the wealth as already yours, not as theory, but as truth. That feeling, held without force, becomes the beginning of manifestation. To chase is to say it is far. To align is to know it is here. These two states cannot exist together. The one who chases affirms absence. The one who aligns embodies presence. You cannot seek what you already are. You cannot beg for what you have assumed. And so, the moment you stop running and instead become still, you begin to attract, because you are no longer pulling, you are matching. Chasing creates friction. It says, I am not yet. But alignment says, I am already. And it is that assumption, quiet, felt, trusted, that causes the invisible to take shape. What you feel as yours must appear. So if you've been reaching outward, turn inward. If you've been trying, begin trusting. You do not need to move toward wealth. You only need to dwell in the version of you that has already arrived. Silence is not empty. It is the space where creation gathers. It is the container, the womb, the field, and within it, your wealth takes shape. You do not need more noise. You need more stillness. When you are quiet, you are receptive. You become available to guidance, to alignment, to divine instruction. In silence, wealth has room to enter, because the clutter is gone. The field becomes fertile. Noise distracts. It scatters energy. It signals uncertainty. But when you enter silence with intention, your signal sharpens. The desire becomes more than a thought. It becomes a presence. So hold your silence like a vessel. Let it be sacred. In it, feel the reality of your abundance taking form. No need to force. Just allow. What you hold calmly is what you hold completely. Not all action is movement, and not all movement is loud. There is action in silence, in how you feel, in what you assume, in what you quietly embody. The world may not see it, but the field always does. When you choose not to doubt, that is action. When you walk with calm certainty, that is action. When you speak little but believe deeply, that is action. The silent self is not passive, it is powerful. Your assumptions are always doing. Your vibration is always acting. Even as you rest, you are creating. Every breath taken as if the thing were done is an act of manifestation, and it moves the unseen. So do not confuse silence with stillness. The silent one is not idle. The silent one is intentional, and every unspoken choice echoes outward in form. You do not pull abundance toward you. You let it arrive. Receiving is not a reaching act. It is a resting one. The more relaxed you are, the more open you become. And openness is the shape that wealth fills. Tension says, I don't trust. Ease says, it is done. The universe is not moved by effort, but by resonance. And resonance flows best in relaxation. The relaxed state is the wealth state. Think of water. It finds the lowest, quietest space and fills it. Your calm is that space. Your certainty is that signal. When you stop grasping, things begin to flow. So breathe, settle, withdraw from the need to chase. Let abundance come to the version of you that no longer waits, because it already knows the rhythm. And the rhythm is ease. You've been told to build wealth with tactics, lists, schedules, hustle. But the truest strategy cannot be seen. It can only be felt. It lives in your vibration, not your plan. When your energy is aligned, action becomes effortless. Doors open, timing aligns, opportunities appear. And it was not because of what you did, but because of who you became before you acted. The world believes in methods, but the field responds to identity. You are not manifesting success through steps. You are manifesting it through states. The state of abundance draws in the path, so let vibration lead you. Let alignment guide you. Strategies are helpful, but they are not the cause. You are, and when your frequency is pure, the tactics will follow your truth. Letting go is not giving up. It is not abandonment. It is trust. Trust that what you've imagined, what you've whispered in stillness, is already becoming. And so you release the grip and allow. Holding too tightly is resistance. Obsession is fear disguised as focus. But when you truly believe something is yours, you stop clinging to it. You no longer chase it, you expect it. Letting go is wealth in motion. It is the clearing of space for what you've asked for to enter. It says, I have done the inner work, now I rest. And in that rest, manifestation completes itself. So if you've been holding too tightly, soften. Trust the field. The one who lets go is not careless. They are confident, because they know what is assumed in silence must come. Guidance is always available, but you must become still enough to hear it. When your mind is noisy, when your energy is scattered, the signal becomes faint. But in stillness, direction arrives like a whisper. The next move does not come through pressure. It comes through peace, and when it arrives, it feels like knowing, not panic. It feels calm, obvious, aligned. This is how intuition speaks. You do not need a perfect plan. You only need to be in tune. From stillness, the smallest action becomes significant. It is no longer guesswork. It is inspired, and therefore magnetic. So quiet your need to figure it all out. The next step is not out there. It is in here. And the more you rest in awareness, the louder it becomes. Because wisdom waits for silence. You are never meant to chase what you are meant to become. The seeker waits. The signal draws in. You do not have to ask again and again. You only need to embody, become the wealth, and wealth becomes you. When you live as the signal, you no longer reach. You no longer wonder. You no longer check. You live in the certainty that what you've imagined is already on its way. And the field hears that certainty clearly. The seeker doubts. The signal assumes. The seeker moves from lack. The signal stands in fullness. You are not becoming something new. You are tuning back to what was always within you. Quiet, powerful, whole. So live as the signal. Speak less, but radiate more. Feel your way into wealth not by force, but by being. The more consistently you live it within, the more faithfully the world reflects it. So now you know. The quiet path has always been the most direct. You don't need to do more, prove more, or say more. You need only to feel it, assume it, and rest in the vibration of already having. Are you ready to walk in that stillness? Let me know below. What belief are you ready to release? And what new wealth are you ready to quietly embody? And if this message resonated, like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell. There's more ahead, but only for the one who listens inwardly.